Hello everybody, I'm Malcolm, the marketing manager of Pixel Clear Private Limited, a Sri Lankan based company doing web designing and digital marketing for the past 7 years. I met one of our first clients in Australia where we did a web page. Mr. Maitri is based in Sydney, owning and running KateFood Private Limited for a very long time. Actually, I asked him when he started KateFood and so on. So, Mr. Maitri, you're welcome and it's nice to meet you. When did you start KateFood Private Limited?
Thank you very much for having me here today. First, when I started KateFood in 1998,
Yes.
that was managed by one Sri Lankan gentleman.
Yes.
It was known by MD Foods
All right. Okay.
in 1990, around that time.
Yeah. So
So
he
he's-
started in 1990,
1990.
and in 1998 you did buy the business.
That's right. That's what happened.
Okay.
Then we named it KateFood because we produce some of our Sri Lankan products in Sri Lanka
Right.
under the name of KateFood. So
Oh.
that is when we started calling KateFood.
Right. Right.
At the time, there were not too many Sri Lankan shops around in Sydney.
Yes.
See, this was one of the most prominent place in Sydney at Seven Hills.
Yes.
So it was a long time story because this shop, why it's so popular now,
Yes.
because we are not only catering for Sri Lankan community.
Yes.
We also cater for South African,
Yes.
Mauritian, Indian, Pacific Island, and so and so. So that is why our shop is so popular in Australia. And also we also have a lot of customers from New Zealand, United States,
Yes.
UK.
Yes.
Not that they come to shop all the way from there. When they visit, they always visit our shop to purchase things and take back to their country.
All right. Okay. Okay.
So that is what is so important. Reason for that is we give them a very good service and quality products. So that is one major achievement.
So to speak.
And the good service is very important.
Yes.
And the products what we carry, we are carrying about more than 2,000 products.
Yes.
So that is why this shop is so prominent
Yes.
because of the products that we have. And a lot of other shops don't carry that much of products. And also we produce, actually I must thank my wife. She's the one who started our Sri Lankan snack food.
All right.
We call it malupan, still we call it there as malupan.
Yeah.
Chinese rolls, patties, cutlets, lump rice, love cake, ribbon cake.
So you're having like a straightaway a food outlet as well.
Yes, we do have.
All right. Okay.
That is what when I took over, we started that business.
All right.
Then what happened? This shop was became more popular
Yes.
because a lot of people have no time to make those kind of food at home.
Yeah.
So that was a major achievement we got after starting this business.
Great. Now, to my right, I have Sanjay, also known as Sam, and he heads the Australian operation on behalf of Pixel Clear. He does the marketing side of it. Actually, I asked him, now Sanjay, this was your first client that you met, and tell me how you went about meeting him. How did you get in touch with him?
Thank you, Malcolm. Late 2016, ICTA Sri Lanka, they start supporting IT companies to start their business in Australia.
Yes.
So, as a part of in that mission, they subsidize garden exhibition, which is a very premium Australian exhibition.
Right.
So we exhibit there in Gold Coast. At the meantime, in that visit, I went to Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, Canberra, and I did my usual marketing.
Yes.
So actually, we were there. We were in the Sri Lanka in the business for last 7 years.
Yes.
So we had that experience.
Yes.
So initially, I started approaching Sri Lankans living in Australia doing businesses.
Yes.
So this is my first in my first marketing campaign. I made Maitri, and I did a small presentation about what we do
Yes.
and about our vision in Australia.
Yes.
And I start doing and I offered some of my products to them.
Yes.
So actually in Sri Lanka we have done similar websites for similar groceries.
Yes.
So I have enough experience in that. So I was much comfortable in approaching Maitri.
Yes.
So we took some of the photos and the content I transferred to Sri Lanka immediately.
Yes.
And while I am in Australia, we did most of the work.
Yes.
So that is how
All
I
right.
started my
So great.
first.
So now, Maitri, now you met him and you decided to digitize your business and go online, make a web page, and do all that, which I think is of course essential to a place like Australia. What made you? I mean, here was somebody who just walked in, right, to your shop, and he just did a presentation. Your only connection with this man was rather cultural and of course coming from the same background. Other than that, he was just, so to speak, just a nobody who walked in there. And usually Australia is a country that goes on recommendations. But here you had nothing and you still decided to take him on board. What made you make that decision?
Well, actually, it was a very busy environment when I walked into the shop.
Yes.
Usually, I have no time to talk because there are a lot of people like him walking.
Yes.
So, when this gentleman came to my shop, so when he introduced himself, so I watched him, I listened to him very carefully. Then it is a lot of distraction, doesn't it?
Yes.
People coming, customers coming, phone ringing, can't have a conversation. Then he was waiting there patiently.
Yes.
So that's one reason. So he stood very and started to explain, and he realized that this place.
It's a busy place.
It's a busy
Yeah,
place.
it's a lot of business.
Yeah. So he waited for his opportunity.
All right.
Patient.
Oh, thank you.
Right.
Thank you. All right.
So then, because most of the time people walk in websites over the phone, calling, you know.
Yes.
But this not big people like that. So it's one thing, he introduced himself so nicely. From Sri Lanka, this is my first place, you know. Then I thought, okay, I must listen to him.
Yes.
So
Give him a chance.
give him a chance. I always have a habit of giving a chance to our countrymen, whoever comes from my way.
Thank you.
That's because I come from this country, Sri Lanka, and I go to another country, I'm doing well, so I like to offer a little bit of a chance to anyone who would like to do a genuine job.
That is very generous of you.
Very nicely, you know, he was very patient, and then I realized when I was talking to him, he had something to offer me. So then I feel that confident he could do something what I want to do. Not like people who come walk in and take the money and thank you very much, we are coming back.
Yeah.
It's not like that. So he was paying me all the time, giving me the correct advice, this is the way to do. So that is how I,
So you were given a lot of guidance as well.
of course, I did.
Now, Sanjay, tell me, how did you transform KateFood to an online business?
Yes.
And what suggestion do you have for the future? So there are two questions I'm asking you in one go.
Yes. So actually now the Australia the people are digitized. So they are on internet. They don't come to shops every time. They need to buy online. They need to see whether this shop has the product. So my first product which I offered him was the website.
Yes.
We redesigned the website, so now his website is fully responsive. You can see it in the mobile phone,
Yeah.
and we developed an admin panel for them. Now he himself can add the product, change the prices, so that can be done.
Right.
So that's what we did, and the next step is we are going to do search engine optimization for his website, KateFood.com.au. So when somebody type Sri Lankan foods in Sydney, Sri Lankan grocery shops in Sydney,
Yes.
we make sure KateFood.com.au will be in the first page.
Yes.
So that is our next step. But after that, we are going to do some Facebook promotions
Yes.
for him, sponsored that. For example, let's say in April we have New Year festival.
Yes.
So everybody,
When you say April New Year Festival, you are referring to the Sinhalese New Year.
yes, Sinhalese New Year festival.
The Sri Lankan New Years that
Yes.
come together, both the New Years that
Yeah.
come together.
So
Right.
what we are going to do is Facebook sponsored ad telling that KateFood is having these products specifically for New Year period.
Right.
So all the Sri Lankans live in Sydney
Yeah.
in the Facebook will see that. So it is a good opportunity to them. It is inbound marketing. So he will get more inquiries for that specific period.
Mhm.
So likewise, we are going to do some targeted, segmented marketing for his company. So that is our plan.
Okay. Now looking at the future, looking beyond 2017, have you formulated any idea of what plan you would have for businesses like this?
Yes, actually, for the time we have we have completed 7 Australian projects. So what I would like to do is our profile have much more product, that is web designing, search engine optimization, content marketing, AdWords, that means Facebook ad and Google ad. Then other than that we have social media marketing. So we are going to upsell our other products as well. That is our plan.
Right, great. Now, Maitri, just back to you. How did you feel? I think you answered the question, but again I will ask you. How did you feel about the service that was the promise and the delivery, and based on your experience in Australia, which is a very long time, more than a quarter century, what would you recommend Sam do on behalf of Pixel Clear to approach the Australian market and get a larger share in the market?
Yes, I think actually already he is doing the right thing.
Right.
All what is very important is customer support, continuous support. When you phone, somebody must answer the phone. If you're not answering, you have to return the call.
Yes.
When you send an email, you have to reply quickly. So that is what the customer service is all about. But if that doesn't happen,
Yes.
then we will have problems.
Yes.
So that is very important. I think Australia is a different country, you know. People haven't got much time. So every time when they call for something, you have to attend to it as quickly as possible.
Correct. Yeah. Because time is
very precious.
managed and
That's right.
it's planned already.
That's right.
So yeah.
I think he's doing all right. I am very confident that he will do very well in future.
Yes.
I'm definitely I'm going to support him.
Thank you.
I can see the work he has done for me so far. I'm very happy. Right now I am here in Sri Lanka as well,
Yes.
coming over a holiday and seeing him and doing a lot of work with him.
Yes.
I'm totally happy.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. So I had Maitri from KateFood, running KateFood in Sydney, and I had Sanjay from Pixel Clear Private Limited, who heads the Australian marketing and of course looks after us as well. And I hope that we grow more into the Australian market and get more market share eventually. And like you said, the key word, getting the business is one thing, but also supporting that business 100%. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.